Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to MKX Online. It's been a while since I uploaded any MKX multiplayer. I thought it was time. One of the reasons I haven't uploaded MKX, well, I'll explain it a little bit. As you can see, I'm playing Lasher Takeda. I don't know, I was just kind of like messing around with the other variations of Takeda in practice mode. And I was like, you know what? Nobody ever plays Lasher. I don't think anyone plays Lasher, so you know what, let's just give it a try. So I actually found some combos with him. I think I found a 36%er and everything. He has pretty good armored moves, so I thought I would give him a spin. Bad idea, especially against Master of Souls Ermac. Man, Master of Souls Ermac has really been getting popular lately. I think PND Ketchup has talked about this, but it almost seems like everyone who used to play Scorpion, I completely screwed up my combo there. Everyone who used to play Scorpion has transitioned over to Master of Souls Ermac, because essentially it's the same idea. I mean, he can get like a ridiculous amount of damage off of a very simple mistake. He has probably one of the quickest down threes in the game, which you can go convert into an overhead and like a 40% meterless combo. He has his X-ray available, he has his breaker available all the time because he just doesn't need meter. So yeah, this was a bad time, especially since this was my first match with Lasher Takeda. So probably going against this good of a player, well actually, this guy is kind of gimmicky, but going against Master of Souls Ermac, first match probably wasn't the best idea. I'll practice more with him and I'll try to figure him out, and maybe later I'll bring some more games with him. So yeah, he just absolutely destroyed me. So yeah, the reason I haven't been uploading MKX is, as you probably know, I was in Hungary on holiday for a month, and basically I took MKX with me, and as I took my PlayStation 4 as well. And I get there, and I talked about this in my Dark Souls 2 videos as well. I get there, I'm like ready to play MKX. Yeah, I switched to Shinnok. I mean, just gotta go with your main sometimes. I go there, I sit down, I go online, and it fucking turns out that every single match I was having was ridiculously laggy, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Well, it turns out this game is region locked online, and not region locked in like the traditional sense. Basically, if you buy this game in the US, it's only gonna connect you to people from the US, no matter where you play online from. And that's what I was like, what the fuck is going on? I have good internet, and everyone I'm playing against is like 1 bar or 2 bar. Just like didn't know what was going on. And then I figured this out, this is probably one of the stupidest things I've ever seen in any game. I mean, I get what they're doing. They're basically trying to avoid what happened with MK9 and Injustice, where you'd get connected with players from the US and everything, or from Europe, and it would have like ridiculous lag. That's what they're trying to avoid, but to completely remove that option, not even have like an option to change your region, is completely ridiculous, because basically what this means is that if I ever move back, yeah, this is how this guy hangs himself. Just to go on a side note, he teleports all the time. That's all he does, and every time he teleported, or almost every time, I punished him with an uppercut. See, he just teleports, and this is a really stupid tactic. I mean, Scorpion. See, this is what I'm talking about, where I agree with the fact that Scorpion players just transitioned over to Ermac. I mean, they do the same shit, like teleport all the time. Yeah, see, he just teleports. And sometimes I'll get hit by it because I'm not watching. See, I wasn't watching his meter there. But basically, this is how this guy completely hanged himself, because he just keeps teleporting. So anyways, what the region locking thing means is that if I'll ever move back, I have to buy another copy of MKX to be able to play with players from Europe. I mean, I was really excited to like maybe get like games with someone like the European streamers like True Talent or something. Turns out not possible, and I was just like wasn't ready to spend like the full price of a game to buy MKX again. I mean, my thought process is that by the time I move back the like whatever Game of the Year edition, of this game will probably be out. So I might as well get that with all the DLC characters and everything. But that's, yeah, like, as much as I like this game, some of the things with like the DLC and see this guy and his teleports, man, with the DLC and this region locking and everything. I know this probably affects like a very small minority of people, but still, it's still kind of annoying. Anyways, back to the match. That's my little rant on, see, teleport, there he goes. I almost got him with the move I stole. And you can just get a 35% combo off of it. And even though the same combo that Scorpion players do, it's like not even like end it with a reset or anything, just end it with an uppercut. So I don't know, man. I don't mind Master of Souls Ermac. I think he's a pretty cool looking character and everything. But this like mechanic, I think I wouldn't say he's overpowered, because if you block the overhead and low, he's like really easy to punish. But in an online setting where you have like lag and everything, yeah, he gets pretty strong. He gets right on the 50-50. Luckily, I completely screwed up there. Well, not luckily, I was gonna say luckily most people don't know how to fight Shinnok still. Which, Shinnok has been getting more popular, but only the Bone Shaper variant because it's ridiculously strong. And I've messed around with Bone Shaper. It is fucking incredible how powerful that variation is. That was completely lucky on the uppercut. But Imposter is still my jam. I mean, back when Imposter was like really shit, I played Bone Shaper. But I don't know, I just really like the teleports and everything. Even though Bone Shaper is obviously more powerful still. I don't mind about losing some power just to have more fun. See, he was gonna teleport again. This guy is fucking ridiculous. Yeah, I got him. Are we gonna play more? Oh yeah, I think we're gonna switch characters. I don't mind switching characters, you know. But that outro though, I really like Shinnok's. Well, not the outro, like victory quote or whatever. Really cool. I know some people have like mixed opinions on Shinnok's like design and everything. I think he's pretty cool. It's more like you're not really gonna be looking at your character too much during a match. You're gonna be focusing on getting it right. I was like, oh fuck. Thought he was gonna play Aaron Black, which I'm really bad against. I thought about playing Takeda, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna give him a free win. So I went to Cybernetic Kano. Again, Cybernetic Kano, he's okay. Obviously he's pretty low tier, but you can get some good games on it. I know I said that I think he's pretty shit. And I still think he's pretty shit, but that doesn't mean I don't like playing as him. A lot of people get caught by that. People who like to jump are perfect for Kano, because I was trying to EX ball there, but it didn't work out. Yeah, people who like to jump are really actually a bad matchup for Kano, because, or Kano is a bad matchup for them, because he has the air ball, he has the air laser, he has a pretty good uppercut too. Anyways, this guy and his Dragonfire Liu Kang, I actually think he's better like this with this than his Ermac. He's not as like random with the teleports. That could have been really punished. But he still does like the really punishable armored moves. I was trying to airball there, but it didn't work out. The problem with this variation of Kano is just those overheads. I mean, the thing is, like, Kitana doesn't have overhead starters, but she can get like a 40% combo easily. The thing with Kano is that he doesn't have an overhead, and he struggles to get like 35%. Yeah, we got some really bad lag in this match. That wasn't like my capture card or anything, that was like legit lag. So yeah, that's my problem with Kano. If he was able to deal as much damage as Kitana, that was completely random. I don't know why I did that, but it worked. If he was able to do as much damage as Kitana, he would be really good. Of course, not everyone can be as good as Kitana. But yeah, he definitely needs to deal just a little bit more damage. I was trying to knife there, but it didn't work out. And the good thing about this variation of Kano is he can, maybe aside from Jackie, can pretty much beat out any zoning in the game. Yeah, I was expecting the overhead there. That's why. See, again, I was trying to. When the game gets laggy, sometimes the moves are really difficult to do. I got at least a basic combo. Also about this variation of Kano, he's really meter dependent. Like, if you use up your meter for like a reversal or something, you're not gonna have combos because, or only like a 22% combo. Yeah, I got him, and this is where we decide to part ways, or I decide to part ways, because it was getting pretty laggy. I was like, I think he wanted to play another match, or maybe not. I don't remember. I was definitely ready to move on because, oh no, he quit. Anyways, this is the next opponent. It's still the same game session. You'll see in a little bit. This guy had an okay ratio. I was like, you know what, let's see what he has to offer. And once again, like a dumbass, I decided to go for Lasher Takeda. I really need to like point. See, the problem is like I guess I could say like the bad players are starting to disappear from the game, or are definitely decreasing. So if you want to pick up a new character, it's getting more and more difficult to practice against people. Because the hard AI just like doesn't count at all. He picked Sub-Zero, which I'm terrible against Sub-Zero, especially the Cryomancer one. The Grandmaster one I can do okay against, but this one just like, I don't know, man. Again, this match was pretty laggy at the start, that's why I'm like screwing up a lot. At least I got the basic combo. I could have finished with the Whip Assault, and with the starter, it actually goes up to... See, I did it here. 30%, which is okay for an armored reversal, but with the startup, you can actually get like 35, 36. I was actually smart enough to block it there. Thought I could chip him out. I think I do chip him. Or do I? Again, this guy was a very online player. You can always tell who is like an online player because they just keep doing the jump over. And a jump over is ridiculously strong in MKX. So yeah, like a lot of people abuse that. I was trying to go, because you play against Takeda online, a lot of people are very, I guess, like spammy with the neutral jump punch. That's what I was trying to do. Got him there, but the pop-up didn't activate. It didn't hit. Takeda has a really good low. It's probably wasted a meter, but whatever. See, this is like what I'm talking about. This is such a strong tactic online. I was trying to do it as well. I'm just really shit at this. The jumping over. Yeah, he just chipped me. And brutality. I was like, you know what? This guy's getting my Shinnok because... Sorry, I still have a cold. A little bit of a cold. If I lose against someone like this, they're getting my Shinnok. Just so that they don't get too overconfident. Anyways, I'm definitely gonna practice more with Lasher Takeda, because I don't think he's that terrible. Maybe he's just like underexplored. And he went for fucking Kung Lao, which is... it's really annoying to fight against. Luckily this guy isn't that good of a Kung Lao, to be honest, so... He was a much better Sub-Zero. I don't know why he didn't stick with Sub-Zero. So I'm definitely gonna try to play around more with Takeda, and maybe I can get somewhere with Lasher. That delayed EX for that thing, so powerful. See, this is where the connection actually improved quite a lot. And this is what I'm talking about when I say someone is like an online player. You'll see what he's gonna do in this match. I get him with like at least 10 uppercuts in this match. If the connection is really good, it's easy to punish people like this. It's only when there's a bit of lag. That was, I think, a stupid breaker because I could just chip him like this. That was almost a flawless, so I was quite happy about that. So yeah, like tactics like the overall, the teleporting, the, see again, the jumping over and everything are definitely like very online tactics. You couldn't do that if you were playing like... Yeah, I got hit by the combo. If you were playing like in a tournament or offline or something, you just get punished so hard. But sometimes, you know, you like add lag into the mix or something, it just becomes really annoying to deal with. I've practiced with Kung Lao before. I mean, I try to like at least try every character just so that I can learn, because I tend to find that if I like mess around with a character, I like at least understand the basics of him, I can actually play better against them online. So that's why I have tried every single character in this game. I've never managed to, what I was gonna say is I never managed to once pull off the EX teleport with Kung Lao. I just don't like when to press the meter burn. Whatever, I'm not a Kung Lao player. It's not the type of character that appeals to me. But you know, he's really popular, especially this Tempest variation. This is just like ridiculously strong. Just so safe that it's insane. A lot of people also get caught by that. I think that's because not many... I was trying to move forward but it didn't work for some reason. I think a lot of people get caught by that because they're just like not used to fighting Shinnok. And what many people also don't know is like the meter burn health sparks put you at like ridiculous plus frames. So you can like really put on the pressure after that. See, this is what I'm talking about. That fucking EX spin is so ridiculous. The range on it is insane. Plus, of course, it has a hit of armor. So this is the difference between a character like Shinnok and a character like Kung Lao or Ermac. Like, Shinnok has an armored reversal, but he just can't get a 40% or 30% combo off of it. That's the difference. Like a lot of these characters, even Scorpion, you know, can do the same thing. Sub-Zero can't do it either. Like, yeah, just jumping over, man. The really tricky thing about that move when he puts the head up is that you actually can't armor reversal it because it's gonna hit you twice. Because he's gonna hit you and the hat is gonna hit you too. Just trying to uppercut. Yeah, he got me. Kung Lao in the corner is really strong. As well as Shinnok, I guess. I've never seen anyone do that string before, so I was kind of caught off guard. I dropped my combos a lot in this match. Like, yeah, like who the fuck uses that string? I've never seen it. But anyways, see, let's punish the jump over. Those hell sparks are so good anti-airing. And I guessed right, and if I had an EX I could have killed him, but I didn't. But he's pretty much dead at this point, and he wasted another meter for the EX spin, which doesn't actually lift you a second time, I think, at least. So yeah, another match won. Sorry that this is all Shinnok, or almost all Shinnok. It's just... he's my main, obviously, like... Yeah, but I'm gonna try branching out into other characters. I mean, I have done so before. Just sometimes, you know, when the matchup calls for it. And he's going for Scorpion. So I thought I would definitely stick to Shinnok then. Actually, I do pretty well against Shinnok with Johnny Cage, with fisticuffs. The only, like, character I... fucking hell. The only character I like really don't know how to fight against in this game is fucking Melina. I'm like the worst player against Melina ever. Like, I haven't had a Melina match in some of these videos in a while, but I'm just like fucking... See, the thing is, I find her way too random. Like, especially how a lot of people play Melina online. They just like do random ball rolls, you know, like the random teleports. They're just like all over the place, and I like can't really pin them down, and that's what makes it really hard to fight against Melina for me. Just like way too random. It almost seems like you can do the ball roll at any time and catch people because it's so fast. But yeah, Melina. Luckily, yeah, that's unblockable. I'm an idiot. With Hellfire Scorpion, you always need to keep moving. That was actually a smart breaker. So, what was I saying? Melina. Yeah, a lot of people play her, but again, she's a very online character. Like, I know that she's pretty considered like mid-low tier, but still, I just like do terribly against her. I get beaten by the worst Melinas. I almost see he's catching on to the fact that I'm uppercutting him a lot, but he's still that jump around. That's why I say it's really powerful. Anyways, yeah, he got me. That Scorpion's jumping kick or whatever, I don't know like what the startup on that is, but it just like it beats every other. It seems to beat every other air move out. I don't know why I went for that. I did not actually, know you can change that into grab. That's because I don't play like Scorpion at all. I actually faced a really good Scorpion yesterday, and it's a shame that I didn't get the match footage because, damn, he was so good. He was like getting like 37% combos, and the type of combos I haven't seen for Scorpion before. That's why I wanted to save the match, because I wanted to learn those combos. He was like the first player that played Scorpion in a way that made me interested in picking up Scorpion. But unfortunately I didn't get the footage because I was an idiot. I pressed the share button twice, which, yeah, that's not how you save gameplay. And to end it all, I decided to go ahead and fatality him. So, as we wrap up this video, I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of MKX, and the next time we'll have MKX is probably gonna be live. I want to do this game live more. So yeah, thanks for watching, and goodbye.